Hey everybody, it's Phil Cerzullo from Select Software, and today we're talking about how to save time with candidate sourcing, specifically outsourcing your sourcing efforts. A little bit of background, what is candidate sourcing? If you look at your hiring funnel, top of funnel, you're doing sourcing, right? You're emailing, you're sending text messages, you're doing Facebook messages, Twitter DMs, all this stuff to find those hard to find candidates. You're engaging them and you're eventually hiring them. One of the biggest challenges here is getting this in volume and then also keeping up with the different demands that your business has. So for example, let's say in this chart, over time, this black line is our demand for engineering candidates. Maybe in Q1, we do a ton of engineering candidates, and then over time, end of the year, we're not doing any engineering hiring, and it's vice versa with sales hiring, executive hiring, etc. And so if we have dedicated sourcers to technical roles, they're super overworked in Q1 and vice versa in Q4. And so that's when it makes sense to start outsourcing your sourcing capabilities. We got a really interesting case study from the folks at Vsauce. They worked with a staffing agency that does 600 to 1,000 recs per year, and their demand looks pretty similar to this. It's very seasonal, it's up and down, and so having a dedicated sourcing function didn't really make any sense for them. They outsourced the sourcing to Vsauce, and they're able to get a huge amount of profiles of relevant candidates, in this case 700,000 profiles throughout the year to fill their funnel so that their recruiters are always busy. They're always doing the stuff that they want to do, talking to candidates, engaging with them, understanding how to help them. If you do the math out here, it's about 87,000 hours saved, which roughly translates to $1.5 million. This math here, by the way, is super conservative. It implies a $17 per hour rate, which is pretty low for a sourcer. It also implies that the person has full utilization, meaning that they're always sort of like working at capacity. And as we know from this case, if you're going to have a dedicated sourcer, sometimes they're super busy, sometimes not so much. The other two things I really love about outsourcing your sourcing is, one, you can have these folks focus on D&I candidates if you want to increase that quotient. The other thing is recruiter experience. So if you're a full desk recruiter, you probably don't want to spend your time sourcing. You're busy, first of all, but also it's just like really hard work that you're probably not adept at. And a lot of people don't want to be spending their time sending cold emails to people. They'd rather be talking to candidates. That's why most people get in recruiting in the first place. So Phil Cerzullo from Select Software, thanks a lot for checking out this case study, and thanks to Vsauce for the data.